Please just listen, because what I'm about to tell you, it's for your ears only. And honestly, it feels like a little crazy even saying it out loud. I've looked at so many people's energy, hundreds. It's like walking through a gallery where everyone's painting a slightly different shades of the same color. You get used to the palette, and then out of nowhere, I see yours. And I physically had to stop what I was doing. I had to close my laptop, sit back, and just go, wait, what is that? Yours is something I haven't seen in a very long time. There is a reason this video found you today, of all days, on this random afternoon or 2 a.m. Insomniac scroll. It's not an accident. The universe is tired. It's tired of you playing small. It's tired of watching you shrink yourself down so you can feed into rooms that were never meant to hold you anyway. You've always felt different, right? Like you didn't quite belong here. Like everyone else got a manual for how to be human, and you were left to figure out the wiring of a spaceship with a butter knife. Today, you are going to find out why that is. Your soul carries a signature, and it's not just a little blip on the spiritual radar. It's a signature that is recognized. I mean, they literally snap to attention. It's recognized in the highest realms of the divine hierarchy. And I know how that sounds, believe me. I can feel my own brain going, okay, settle down, girl. But I have to tell you this. You aren't just the chosen one in that vague bumper sticker. We are all special kind of way. No, wait, that's not accurate. You are special, but it's more like specific than that. You're a high-ranking architect of light who volunteered to be here. You stepped forward, you raised your hand before you were born, and you said, send me. I'll go down there. I will wear the heavy suit. I will forget who I am for a little while, just so I can anchor that frequency on earth. That's who you are. And the struggles lately, my gosh, the last 6 months, the last year, the last decade, it's been a lot, hasn't it? I don't even need to know the details of your life to know that you have been walking through mud. You have probably had days where you just stared at the wall and thought, I don't know if I can do this again. And I need you to hear this part very clearly. Those were not punishments. I know it feels like the universe is a strict headmaster with a giant eraser just wiping out everything you love. But that's not what's happening. Those were upgrades. They were like, you know, when your phone is completely useless for 20 minutes or 10 minutes because it's installing a new operating system. It's just a black screen and you're annoyed. But then suddenly the camera is way better and it doesn't crash anymore. That's what you just went through. It was a system reboot for the massive power you're about to hold. I'm seeing something around you and I'm trying to find the words for it. It's like my favorite iceberg. That's the only way I can describe it. Most people, when they walk past you on the street or even work with you, They see just the tip of the iceberg. They see maybe someone who is quiet or someone who is really kind, almost too nice. Maybe they see someone who seems a little lost or, I don't know, soft. They might even think you are naive. They see that little bit of white eyes floating above the water and they think, oh, I know what that is. I can navigate around that. But below the surface, below the surface, it is massive. It is this ancient, immovable structure of cold, dense truth. And they don't see it. They can't. They don't have the sonor for it. That's how they feel about you. They underestimate the depth of what's underneath. And sometimes that's been a really lonely place to be, hasn't it? Standing on the top of a mountain of your own wisdom while people treat you like a stepping tool. I see a crown over your energy field. And I'm not kidding. I'm getting goosebumps just saying it. It's not like a sparkly tiara thing. It's like it is heavy. It's like authority. Yeah. And what's wild is I think most people are actually afraid to look at it directly. They don't know why they get nervous around you. They don't know why they feel the need to humble you or bring you down back. It's because your presence alone, just you standing there ordering a coffee, shifts the frequency of the entire room. You walk in and the vibration changes. The air gets clearer. Or sometimes it gets heavier with truth that people are trying to avoid. You do that. You. And if you are sitting there thinking, no, that's not me. I can barely pay my rent. I cried in my car yesterday. That feeling right there, that humility, that is the evidence. Yeah, that is the evidence. That's the proof. The people who actually have this rank don't go around puffing out their chests. They are the ones on the floor putting things back together, wondering why it's so hard. They are ancient lineage behind you right now. I'm feeling them like a wall of light behind your back. They are cheering, not in a crowd football stadium way. In a quiet, like finally they are remembering kind of way. They are watching you read this or listening this. And they are just nodding because you're finally waking up to your true rank. And I know that there is a part of you that's scared to believe this because every time you have started to feel powerful, every time you have started to shine, someone or something came along to snuff it out. They tried to dim your light. They really did. And maybe you even let them for a while because it was easier than fighting. Easier than fighting. They tried to dim it because they knew deep in their gut that if you're ever fully realized who you truly are, if you ever stood up straight in your full spiritual height, you would be unstoppable. You wouldn't just succeed. You would change the physics of the space around you. And those enemies, the people who betrayed you, the ones who lied, the family members who never saw you, they were not just random jerks. I mean, okay, some of them were. But on a soul level, they were tests. They were pop quizzes from the universe asking, do you remember your divine authority? Or are you going to give it away to the first person who questioned it. There is a shift happening right now. I can feel it even as I'm stumbling over these words. There is a massive shift in your timeline. It's like watching a river that was forced into a tiny rusty pipe suddenly break in the dam and flow back its natural wide bed. Everything you've lost, and I know you've lost things, people, opportunities, time, everything is being returned. But here's the kicker. It's not just coming back the way it was. It's coming back with divine interest, compound interest from the bank of the universe. What was taken was a seed. What's coming back is a forest. And you need to know you're not walking into this alone. I'm seeing a protection around you so thick, it's almost funny. It's like you're walking around in one of those inflatable sumo suits made of diamond light. The darkness intentions, the evil eye, the jealousy, the secret wishes for your downfall, they simply melt away before they reach you. It's not they don't try, it's that they physically cannot touch your auric field. They get evaporated on entry. You have a protection around you so thick that even the darkest intentions simply melt away before they reach you. And I know sometimes you don't feel protected. You feel exposed. You feel raw. That's the human suit. That's the flesh and blood and nerve endings. But right now, in this moment, your spirit guides, they are not sitting down. They are standing at attention. Not because you are in danger, but because they recognize the royalty in your soul. They are not your babysitters, they are your honor guide. They see the crown. They have always seen it. And this is why you keep looking at them. This is why you keep looking at the clock at exactly 11:11, or why your grocery receipt is $22. License plate 333. You think it's a coincidence, or maybe a hey, hi from the angels. It's more than that. This is why you have been seeing those repeating numbers. It's not just a friendly wave, it's the divine salute to your rank. It is the cosmos tipping its hat to the high priestess or the empire walking through the grocery store incognito. They are saying, we see you under that baseball cap and those sweatpants. We know who you are. Now, I'm going to give you a secret, and I'm serious about this part. Don't tell a soul, okay? I am not saying be secretive about the fear. I'm saying the strategic out of wisdom. Do not share this secret with those who are still committed to their own darkness. Do not cast these pearls before people who are just going to trample them and then turn around and attack you for having pearls in the first place. They aren't ready for your light, and that's okay. But if you try to explain this to them, they will gaslight you. They will say, who do you think you are? And that question, that specific question, is a trap designed to make you small again. They aren't ready. Guard this. Hold this close to your chest, like the precious flame that it is. You feel it, don't you? That vibration in your chest, that's not just me talking, that's your soul recognizing its own reflection in the words. It's a resonance. a turning fork being struck and your entire rib cage humming back the exact same note. If you feel this truth vibrating in your chest right now, don't just let it pass. Anchor it. You can even just whisper it under your breath. I claim this because it's yours. You earned it before you even got here. You have a choice now because you have heard the truth. You can't unhear it. You can either go back to the way things were. You can walk out of this space, let the routine world rush back in, and pretend you're just a regular person struggling against the tide. It's safe. It's familiar. It's empty. Or you walk through the rest of your day and the rest of your life knowing that you are watched, you are loved, and you are incredibly powerful. You don't have to do anything different. You don't have to put on a robe and start reading poems at a fair. You just have to know. You just have to hold that frequency of I'm a high-ranking divine being as a human costume. That's it. That's the whole assignment. And when you do that, when you accept that mantle, you become a lighthouse for everyone else who is still in the dark. You don't have to save them. You just have to stand there and shine. So, here is what we are going to do. We're going to stay in this high frequency circle. That's why this connection exists, because we are just beginning to uncover your true purpose. This isn't the end of the message. This is the door cracking open. So keep coming back. Keep your eyes on the horizon. And remember, as you go back out there, as you deal with the traffic or emails or people who don't understand you, remember who is watching. Remember who is standing guard. And remember the crown you wear, even when no one else can see. Walk through the rest of your day knowing that you are watched, you are loved, and you are incredibly powerful. Don't tell us so. Just let them feel it when you walk into the room, because they will. They absolutely will. All right. Stay up there, stay high, and love you.